What's going on, everybody? This is Cryptos here. Some of you may know me on Twitter, but if not, then welcome. So I'm very active on Twitter, and now I've been thinking about making some YouTube videos for some time, and this is it. This is my first attempt. We're always limited on Twitter. Sometimes there are certain things that I want to say or explain in more details, and it will be much easier to do so on YouTube. So welcome to my channel, and let's get to it. So what I am mainly going to talk about in my future videos is, well, first, always Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king, so we always need to know what's going on with Bitcoin to further understand what's happening in the rest of the markets. And then second of all, Bitcoin dominance. I think that this chart is extremely important, and the majority of people out there do not give it as much importance as they should, because it's really crazy. These levels, as you can see here, I wrote market dump. This is the 40% Bitcoin dominance level. It's been so important, and you would have been able to predict literally almost all the market crashes by just looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart. It's crazy. So Bitcoin chart, number one, Bitcoin dominance. We're always going to look at that also. And if you, those of you who know me on Twitter, XRP is my favorite altcoin. It's the one that, I'm invested in the most. I've been in XRP since, late 2016. So I just have an attachment to XRP, maybe it may have been unfortunate since really it's been lagging for all those years, but, charts are looking good, and I will be pretty much, I'm assuming I will be covering a little bit of XRP and probably most of my videos. And also then, what we'll be also doing is, sometimes every once in a while, if we have, another coin that's hot that I'm, interested in for the meantime, that one is Casper that I recently picked up a position. So we're also gonna, look at maybe one or two additional altcoins. So to get started, let's go. Let's always go with Bitcoin. So yeah, sorry if there are so many lines. I promise they all mean something. So what we've been seeing right now, I mean, in this price here, this is the 4-hour chart. It's just been very, very choppy. We see certain breakouts, and then they just turn into fake outs. And same thing on the downside. We all think that it's going lower, but then nope, it bounces back up. So these are the two trend lines I'm looking at right now. We have this one, and also that one. This year we can see acted many times, as significant support or resistance. So this trend line, once you see all these touch points, then you know that a trend line becomes very significant. You see here's support, let's say support, resistance, resistance, again, support, support. So right now, yeah, and then that one on the top also, it's been acting as resistance. We can see it here as well. Here, resistance, resistance, and here we see a fake out. We went up over and we fell back down. So let me clear all of this here. So now we are just squeezing in between these two lines. So I do think that we will see a very significant move very soon. Well, up or down, that's the thing. We can never be too sure. But what we have here is, something that kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulders pattern. You have the left shoulder, the head, and now possibly the right shoulder. And if we have to draw like a neckline, let's say, this could be it. Sometimes it's not always going to be the cleanest pattern. There are many rules to many patterns that, charts don't actually, price action doesn't follow, to 100% accuracy all the time. And it doesn't really matter because, trading is also very subjective. So, it may look like a certain pattern, it doesn't follow all the rules, but it does play out, So this is what we're looking at right now until we just have to wait for BTC to make a decision and either pick up or down, to get out of this channel where it's been squeezing. So this is really what we're looking at right now. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know that the 21 MA is my favorite indicator. And also, a couple months ago, I started using the Keltner channel, and we'll be, using these two a lot. It's really amazing. Now, that's it for Bitcoin. So something that I recently shared on Twitter was regarding the BTC dominance is so this is the daily chart, and this, for example, this 42% level was, oh my, it was extremely stubborn. I was looking every day, we think we're going below, and then it just kept on holding. So now we finally broke under it, and I mean, we have some reason to get excited because this chart overall is looking bearish. However, this 40% area is the one, to look at. This was the big market crash. This was it. It touched that level, and that was it. And also we had the markets had completely recovered. So that was like, yeah, was it July? Exactly. Markets completely recovered, and we've been really going parabolic for like what, 1 or 2 months. And then this was it again. This was right before, this was like a couple days after we had, the fake Litecoin and Walmart news, and then yeah, so that was around that time where the markets really went for another dump, and Bitcoin dominance went back up again. So every time we touch the 40% level, we see a big market correction. Now, I'm not getting too excited here. We're breaking below. We finally broke below the 42% level. Yay, we get excited for what, 1 or 2 days, and then Bitcoin shows more strength, and then the markets are just, we're just seeing more chop. So we can see, obviously, there are a couple altcoins that are just blowing up right and left, but overall, this is the important level, the 40% level, because now I'm wondering what is going to happen once BTC dominance revisits that level. Obviously, for me, alt season phase two starts once we break below that level. And are we going to are we going to see another big correction, and maybe we see something like this and we go back up before falling down, or do we go straight through? I am not sure, so that is something that we will be keeping our eyes on. Now, let's take a look at XRP. Um, Honestly, right now I do not have much to say. We've been inside of this bull pennant for so long. Started really since September 7th, and now we have broken below this pretty significant diagonal support here that's been holding, and I like how price is still holding inside of this daily Keltner channel lower band. So hopefully we just see that consolidation before the next retest of, well, as we can see, this trend line that I drew, the gray one, from between $1, yeah, $1 and $1.05. It's an extremely significant level, as we can see here. So nothing to get excited, with XRP until we can reclaim that level right here. And if we can, work our way back inside the pennant, I think that maybe that could be it, and we really start the big breakout that everybody has been waiting for. Now, like I said, I've been looking at Casper lately. Um, well, went on a nice move. And what I like about this chart is that if we go on the daily time frame, this thing just went parabolic when it was first launched. I don't even know how high this goes, but if I look at the coin market cap price, it goes all the way to like $40. But here on Huobi, it shows like it went all the way to 60. Look at that. Look at the size of that wick. But whatever, that's not important. So we got to look at the candle bodies. That's what's important. Now here, Casper went on a big rise. The low was all the way at 7 cents, and it's been really having a nice uptrend. Nothing too parabolic. It's not something like this, that happened in a short amount of time. It actually has been taking its time, climbing up slowly. So I think that is extremely healthy. This little pullback after we hit 24 cents, pulled back. I think we hit about, yeah, around 18 cents, which is a significant support. And now I had drawn my resistances, my resistance levels. 24 cent was an extremely important one. I should have taken profit, but I didn't. But it's okay. So 30 cents, that is the next big level that I am watching out for on Casper. And I honestly think that if prices can, let's reclaim this 30-cent area, then wow, it will, who knows how high this can go. Not a lot of people are talking about Casper right now. You really have to be, digging for it to really find it. But I think that this is going to change. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not big on fundamentals. I'm not good at research. It's not something that I really spend much time doing. So me, the charts are speaking to me, and that's what I focus on. So 30-cent level, 30 cent 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 level, this is when things should get exciting because let's look at this. Barely any, it was just straight down from here. So who knows how high this can go? I'm not a moon boy that's, going to tell you guys, hold to $40. We went to 41, so we can go again. I mean, you never know, but short term, that is not what I'm looking for. Honestly, once it hits 30, if we could get another 2 to 3x from there, then that would just really be amazing. Let's go back down to the 4-hour chart. Um, so yes, we had a pretty big breakdown, and now this one is on Huobi, and for some reason the Huobi daily candles close at 11 a.m. Eastern time instead of being 11 p.m. So I mean I'm fine with that. Ever since the new daily open, it's just been having a very nice bounce. Now we just barely closed above the 4-hour 21 MA. Um, and this trend line is the to me the most important one right now in the on the Casper chart. I mean, yes, we prices above the line right now, but we never get excited until we see some candles actually closing. So I will be keeping a close eye on this Casper 4-hour chart. I think that, like I say, guys, the Keltner channel is so important. This is the top band of the channel. I wouldn't be surprised if we just touch that and then we just see a pullback and we close back below the 4-hour 21 MA by the time this candle closes. And then from there, who knows, maybe we just um I mean, it's good that we reclaim this support. Maybe we hang out here a little bit before actually, retesting 24 again. So keeping a close eye on Casper, waiting for the 4-hour close, and then we'll see what happens from there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and always, this is not financial advice. I just really enjoy sharing my analysis, and you guys are welcome to follow through and even help me as well, teach me. I will teach you guys, and if you guys have any good trading tips, you can share down in the comments below. I would be happy to hear them. So thank you guys, and take care.